What's going on? Yeah, quick little review of my new DeWALT Cordless Wet Dry Vac. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I didn't know if I was going to go with the Milwaukee Cordless shop vac or the DeWALT. To be honest with you, this was $79.99, $20 off. It's usually $99.99, just like the Milwaukee. If the Milwaukee was $79.99, I probably would have got the Milwaukee. Even though, I mean, there's a couple different reasons for each one. Like, there's different, for example, the Milwaukee has more power. It has more sucking power, so to say. But it doesn't last as long. The battery drains real quick in the Milwaukee. So, now this one, it's not as powerful, but the battery lasts a lot longer. So it's kind of like give or take. But, I mean, this one is very powerful. I mean, it's going to pick up everything that you need to get picked up. I'm going to do a little quick vid on it in action here at the end of this video. But, there's two major cordless wet vacs out there right now. Actually, Rigid just came out with one. You got the DeWALT, the Milwaukee, and the Rigid. Like I said, I think these tools are absolutely amazing. There's no plugs, you just put a battery in this thing and you're ready to rock. Now they do make this DeWALT with a plug, so you can plug it in too. It has a plug adapter to it, just in case your battery runs out. You can always plug it in. This model for $79 at Home Depot right now doesn't have that. But the whole point to me in having one of these is that you don't have to have a plug, that you don't need electricity. You can just pop a battery on and you're ready to go. So, for me, I didn't find any use in that. If I have to, plug, if I have to plug a shop vac in, I would just bring my Rigid that's hanging up here. This place is a mess, my garage, by the way. Absolute disaster. But I would use this one. Or I got one in the corner there too. Look at this place. Right there. That's usually the one I would bring. But now that I got this puppy, I'm real excited. It's really light. We'll do a couple tests with it, but let me take it out of the box. You got your patented warranty with it. It's guaranteed tough, and this is the model number DCV 580. And here's the warranty information there. 3-year limited warranty, 1-year free service, and they have that 90-day money back guarantee. So after 3 months you don't like it, hey, go get the Milwaukee or go get the Rigid. DeWALT gives you the best opportunity to try their products, and if it doesn't come up to par, they stand by it and they'll hook you up and give you your money back. But let's get this out of the box, and we'll see it in action. Alright, so here she is out of the box. You guys, it's really light. You can't believe it. I mean, I'm sure the Milwaukee is just as light, but my God. This is a 2-gallon, by the way. Holds up to 2 gallons of, water, fluid, liquid, and other debris. Yeah, here's the hose. What I like too about this, the Milwaukee didn't really have a great place like for the hoses and stuff. This has, a little adapter that you can hook it back up, which is cool. I mean, you just pretty much set it right there and it's hooked back up. Which is also is cool. I have the Makita. It's right there. Actually, I just bought the 18 volt because I love this 12 volt so much. But you see that little adapter tube with the little roller on the bottom. This will fit on here. So it also acts, you know, kind of like, now that 12 volt, my wife uses it around the house. That's what we use to clean our hardwood floors. It's that awesome and powerful. 12 volt, by the way. But we just got the 18 volt, which hopefully will be even more powerful. But I'll do something on that later. But anyway, here she is.
Here we have it out of the box. Here's one of the adapters. You know, it's your basic, you know, floor adapter. You know, it could be used for, you know, a lot of different applications. You know, it's good that you know, sucking up water, you know, debris on your hardwood floors and stuff like that. Connects real easily to the main tube. Here's your on and off button. Here's the back of it. You see the tube, that's where, you know, and right here is the outflow, and here's your battery area. I forgot to mention, this takes the 18 volt and the 20 volt max batteries. It also takes the old NiCad batteries, the nickel cadmium batteries. So, you know, has, as you see, it has a hole there. That's the old nickel cadmium batteries, NiCad. That's the way that they're set up. So pretty much just put it right in there. And the other 18 and 20 volt batteries that slide right in. This is how you open it. You got one latch here in the front, and you got one latch in the back, just like that. And you lift up, and you know, that's the whole setup there for the tubing. And I'm going to show you here the container. This holds 2 gallons. I don't know if I mentioned that. 2 gallons of, you know, liquid, you know, fluids and every other debris, any kind of other debris. So here it is. Here's the container. Like I said, 2 gallons. It's a real hard plastic. It's a real good quality plastic. You see how light it is. I mean, it's just amazing. Here's the filter, removable filter. You know, you can also, you know, if you have to clean the filter out, blow it out or whatever, right here, just turn it where the arrows are going, and you know, you tighten it, and you can take it off. Really light, really light. I mean, I want to say it's probably around 6 pounds. When you take the top off, it's probably, the top is probably, you know, 5 pounds. The container's, you know, probably not even a pound. But here it is. You latch it back up, just like that, and it's a great unit. You know, here's the other latch in the back. You just clamp it just like the front one, and you're ready to use it. You know, you're working. You know, it's a good quality tool. DeWALT makes. You know, their 20 volt line is really growing. They're almost up to the Milwaukee. You know, they're not. You know, there's my old shop vac. Now that's the one I'd be using. Yeah, I'm sorry about this here. I had to do a voiceover. I had an issue with my camera, so it's gonna pick up back to normal right around here. So thanks for bearing with me.
So let me set it up, and we'll see what it can do. I'm going to take, I haven't cleaned this shop vac out, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump this on the ground. I'm going to pick up a couple screws, and we'll see how much power this puppy's got. Alright, I forgot to mention, you get your owner's manual here, instruction manual, DeWALT. Here's all your good stuff. You also get your warranty card that's in the box. But alright, so there she is. I'm going to use the DeWALT 3 amp hour battery. Obviously, just slide it right on. Boom, you're done. And you're ready to rock. Alright. So here she is. Let me put this here. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so what we're going to do is, we got a big mess right here. We're going to try doing a little bit of that. I got some water that we're going to have it suck up. And I got some screws here that we're going to see how it does. I'll throw one of these big puppies in there too, see what it can do. Alright. Alright, also up here, I forgot to mention this. I keep coming back to this thing. Right here, this is your other adapter. Your adapter, you know, for your car to get into like those tight crevices, you know, any kind of area where, you know, you really gotta reach in there. And it's a real cool compartment. It's right in the handle here. So you just take it, slide it back in, and you're ready to rock. Alright. So let's test this puppy out. We got some screws here. Actually, I'm gonna have to hold on. I'm gonna have to set this camera up. Alright, so we'll see how it does with these screws quick first. So ready to rock? Let's go. Alright, it took them all. You know, with that bigger one, it needed, you know, a little guidance type of a thing. But it took them all up pretty quick. They're not stuck in the cord or anything, which is good. So, you know, it has enough power to do that. Like I said, the Milwaukee has a little bit more power, but, you know, it just took a pretty big hex bolt and sucked it up. So it's probably gonna have enough power for, you know, any kind of use you kind of put it through. You know, you can't go crazy and think it's gonna, you know, suck up, you know, something like this. You know, obviously, even going through the tube here, it's just not gonna happen. So you got to be realistic. But I was surprised it took that hex bolt because it is heavy, and you know, to go through this little tube here is it's quite a feat. Alright, so let me set the camera up. We'll move over to the dry debris. Alright, so here's the dry debris. We got some you know, some dust, some wood dust. You know, you got a little bit of grass, got some rocks, got some leaves. You know, got all kind of little bit of plastic pieces in there. We'll see what it can do here. It's a big pile, but this is the kind of stuff that you're kind of going to be using a shop vac for. You know, and besides, like, it's great with, you know, the wet stuff, which we'll try. But, you know, this is the majority of what you're going to use a shop vac for, you know, in a, you know, a construction type carpentry setting. This is the stuff you're going to be using. So let's see how it does. Working really well. really well. I kind of just want to zoom in a little bit because there's some rocks down here. I got a little bit of asphalt rocks. I'm picking up a lot of rocks you probably can't see. Hopefully with this zoom in you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Freaking awesome. Really, really awesome. I'm really, really happy with it. I mean, it took everything up. Everything's up. I mean, the leaves and stuff, they're just going to get caught in like the pipes. I mean, in the tube. So, you know, obviously, stuff that's a little bit big. I mean, I could have pushed it through and gotten it through, but, you know, you only got a certain size opening here. So, I mean, you can get this kind of stuff, but it's just going to get caught, and you kind of got to push it through. So, I just left it there. But, man, it has some power. Very, 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 very happy. Let me open it, and I'll show you all the stuff that's inside of it. Alright, so there's all your debris. Everything I picked up neatly in the container. The filter is a little jammed up. You just, you know, shake that out or blow it out. But yeah, real happy. It's a real great piece of equipment to have in anyone's garage, homeowner, or, you know, construction, carpentry. I'm going to try to set up something with some water, see how it does with fluids. And then we'll wrap this up. I just want to give you a size with the container, what it looks like. The container, you know, off of the actual vacuum system. This is the container. As you can see, everything is, you know, in here. You know, plenty of more space you got in here. You got a lot more space in here to fill up with whatever, you know. But I just wanted to give you a little look, because sometimes, you know, people ask, well, how big is the container? It's, you know, it says 2 gallons, but how big really is it? So this is it. You know, it's good enough. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're gonna pick up anything that's really major, you're not gonna use something like this anyway. You know, it's all, you gotta be realistic. Realistic is the way to use any tool. You know, you don't want to overextend the tool's capabilities and stuff with any tool. And, you know, same thing with this vac here. But real cool container, really light, like I was saying. Really made out of some real good plastic, real tough plastic. But I'm going to dump this and then we'll try the liquid. Alright, so here we go. Also, real quick, on a 5 amp hour battery, which, you know, is pretty much DeWALT's maximum capacity battery, you're going to get around 18 to 20 minutes of continuous use, which is a long time. See, that's why the Milwaukee shop vac, I kind of was leaning towards that, only because it's more powerful. Now, they only get around 8 to 10 minutes on a 5 amp hour battery. This gets like 18 to 20. It could be 10 to 12. With the Milwaukee. I'm not really sure what their capacities are compared to this one, but it's considerably less. But, you know, even 8 minutes or 10 minutes of continuous use with a shop vac is plenty enough time. So, you know, this is 18 to 20 minutes. You don't know what they say. DeWALT might say 18 to 20. You know, Milwaukee might say 10 to 15, but you know, just look at the 15 to 20 on a 5 amp hour battery. On a 4, you're probably looking at between 10 and 15, and with the 3, you're probably looking between 5 and 10. So that's a pretty good range that I would kind of go with, if that matters to you to a serious point. But you know, I got, you know, 3 or 4 of these 3 amp hour batteries. You know, you keep them inside this thing. You know, when you're not using it, if it's empty and you plan on using it, just put them right inside the container. And obviously when you start, you take them out, you put the other one in, and you start, you know, obviously don't leave it in there while you're using it, but, you know, just to transport, you can throw them in here, and then when you're ready, take them out, and, you know, so, alright, so now we're going to try it with some water. I got a glass of water here. I did a see-through. It's not that much, but, you know, this is all I have that you'd be able to see through here, so let's test her out. Dry to the bone. Dry to the bone. Would that take 5 seconds to do, you know, 16-ounce glass of water? So, I mean, these tools are just tremendous. There's no leakage a little bit, but sucked it right up. I mean, these are great tools. If you go with the Milwaukee, or if you go with this one, or even the Rigid, they're great to have around the house. I can't, you know, say that enough. I mean, there's so many different applications that you can use. These tools are just tremendous. And DeWALT's a great company, you know. So I mean, you really, you know, you buy a DeWALT, you buy a Milwaukee, you're gonna get a good quality product. And that's about it. Any comments or questions? I think I covered pretty much everything that, you know, it can do spec wise and everything. But any comments or questions, definitely let me know, and I will catch you on the next one.